Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review, and again it's Baltic down the shed. Hate this cold weather. Really is a cold February. So anyway, going over to Wold Top Brewery, based in Driffield. I always thought it was based in it. Yeah, getting my breweries mixed up. Hummanby Grange, Wold Newton, Driffield, Yorkshire. The pinnacle of traditional bitters. Here we go. Light amber with hints of dried fruits and toasted brown bread, and notes of pine and fresh cut grass. Easy drinking with a crisp, clean taste. Great alongside a ploughman's. Simple. 3.7%. Wold Top bitter. Ooh, do like Wold Top Brewery. My favourite by far is Scarborough IPA. It's just such an exquisite IPA, and the Marmalade Porters again as well. You know, if anything, beer reviewing's been a pleasure in that. Is when you come across beers that you absolutely love, to try them and to retry them. You know, that's what beer. That's what drinking beer's about. To find a beer you really rate. I would love to see Scarborough Fair IPA in Nottingham at Beeston, at the Crown in Beeston, for a Wold Top Brewery tap takeover. Could it happen? Does anybody from Wold Top Brewery listen to these? Who knows, eh? Who knows? Would they contact Crown in Beeston? Yeah, yeah. You never know. You never know. So there we go. You class this as an amber pour in this light. It's very cold. The beer, obviously, it's 2 degrees in the shed, so yeah, it is. It's cold. A finger of Whitehead on there. I'll just put it down. Oh, mate. Oh dear. Big long week at work, although a testing start to the week, an interesting Tuesday, shall we say. But maybe a thawing of things at work, in some ways at least. But anyway, cheers. So, all I'm getting is a malty nose on this. It may well change. I thought I got a hint of gooseberry, if I'm being honest, but oh. Lovely little bit of bitterness to it. That is easy drinking, just like it says on the bottle. It's going down an absolute storm. Oh, got home tonight after a good day at work. Mowed the grass at work. Yes, I know it's middle of February, but it's been dry this week, really dry. And when it goes dry, it's a good time, especially when it's a bit sunny as well. It's a good time to mow it. Get all the worm casts off, get any branches off, any leaves, and obviously cut the grass as well. And both lawns today that I did, both lawns were looking exceptional for the time of year. You know, it's only February, so we're not in proper grass growing season yet. It's not a lush green at the moment, but it's pretty decent, especially the main lawn, the main wedding lawn. And it's nice to start catching up on that side of things. Next week I've got seeds to sow. I bought compost today. I can't believe the price of compost. £6.50 for a 50 litre bag. Maybe because it's out of season. I don't think I've ever bought compost in January before. So usually when there's a demand for it, the prices, obviously the likes of Aldi and Lidl will sell compost and it's a lot cheaper, and then they bring their prices down. But I reckon I got fleeced to high heaven today. So £6.50 for 50 litres. That is expensive. Blooming heck, I can remember paying £1 for 20 litres. So I'm going to keep my eye out, and yeah, which equates to like £3 for 60. So £6.50 is pricey. I'm sure that Asda was doing it 270 litres for a tenner last year, so that's 140 litres for a tenner. This works out at 100 litres for £13, so you can see the price, you know, bloody hell. Although I'm looking online at the moment and they're all pricey. Has compost gone up that much in price? I don't know. It's a strange one. It really is a strange one. I'm actually at work now, actively having compost piles, multiple composting spaces at work for this reason of because I don't want I want my own compost so that certainly for potting on, not for sowing seeds into, because I don't think it's good enough for that, but certainly for potting on my own compost. And whether this is the year I do it or whether it be next year, because I'm at the place now where I'm there at work. Yeah, and next year I'll go through the season this year, and hopefully next year I can have many places for compost. I mean, I've got next door as well. I can use next door's compost, which has been there for years as well. Yeah, but yeah, start for me as a gardener next week. It's the start of the temperatures are going to rising next week. Thank bloody God. Sick of the cold weather. Bloody sick of it. I'm sick of being free cold. Because when it's cold, you don't feel like going out in the garden. Not when you get home, anyway. And next week, sow all my vegetables, flowers, and yeah, got a good day's worth of potting and sowing, and yeah, dead exciting. It's my favourite, absolute favourite time of the year. Get it going and see what works, and you know, and go from there, really. Ooh. Back to the beer. It's in the spot. You know, you can't add it. You can be a decent bitter. Tasting absolutely spot on. So notes of pine and fresh cut grass, toasted brown bread, dried fruits. Wow. Actually, thinking about it, the twangy bit I'm getting is the pine. See if I can actually pick out the flavours. It is more complex. You know, sometimes you wallop a beer down, don't take no notice, and then you stand back and you take notice, and wow. And that's warming up. The pine part is becoming more prominent. It's developing. Not says I'm getting everything. I think that's because of the temperature. I think the temperature needs to rise. It's not going to happen today because I need to warm the beer up first. And yeah, like I said, I've come up the house, and so yeah, that's not going to happen. But still, you know, it's tasting well. It's a lovely beer from Wold Top. Like I say, Scarborough Fair IPA. I discovered that 13 years ago at Sainsbury's when I worked there. 6%, and that's quite a big ABV back in the day, at the start of about 2 or 3 years into my start of my beer journey. Um, well, um, would I drink this again? Yes, I would. Yeah, it's a lovely best bitter. When it warms up, it's going to be even better. It's all about the letting it get to that sort of temperature, that cask temperature. There's a temperature that should be served at, I presume, would be 7 or 8 degrees. It doesn't say on here, to be fair. Which probably it should say, probably on bottles it should say drinking temperature, so that you serve it at that temperature. I mean, this is a temperature that's colder than the fridge. So yeah, but it's done well. I'm getting quite a bit of the flavour. Certainly damn enjoyable. So would I drink it again? Absolutely. Out of 5 for me. Good 4.3 out of 5. And that is my review. Thank you for watching. Cheers.